All right. Welcome in, everybody. Another day with Daily Bread with Sosa and Rex. Got through our Monday, got the full slate Tuesday. One game's already kicked off. There was some early soccer action that people are probably still sweating, but this is Daily Grind. We're just right about at football season, but today we'll cover the MLB slate for tonight and the MLS night slate. It's a good day to be tapping in with us. We're live on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. Make sure to be following us there. Subscribe to us there. YouTube's probably your easiest way to interact, but we appreciate you guys tapping in with us. Make sure to be dropping your best bets or any plays that you have for the day. Sosa, how you doing today?
Man, you already know I can't complain. It's a nice little Tuesday. It's Tuesday, right?
Yes.
Right. I'm trying to make sure I don't mess that up. Yeah, man. Just had a great night last night. Looking to duplicate the results of last night. That would be pretty sweet. A lot of baseball games, a lot of stuff going on. So let's get to it, man.
With the full slate, I don't want to say there's some tricky spots out there, but I got my eye on a few games that I think they're complete trap lines or rat lines hanging out there for today's slate. Let us know if you think there's any games that you're just completely staying off of. But Sosa, where are we starting today in the MLB?
Oh man, we started earlier with that Boston game. I think the Yankees are going to sweep that doubleheader. But we're going to start with the Atlanta game, and I'm going to go tonight with the under 7.5 in the Atlanta Braves Marlins game. We went with the over yesterday. I don't think the bats go crazy again. I think Sandy pitches well. I think Inoa pitches well enough, and I think the game goes under 7.5 at minus 108. Tried to triple up yesterday. We won 3 bets on that game, but we missed on one of the 4 that we had.
Yep.
We had Albius 2 hits, which I'm going to actually run back as well. He's been absolutely on fire. Ozzy Albius 2+ hits. That is at plus 150. So I like the under 7.5 at minus 108, and I like Ozzy Albius to get 2 hits again at plus 150.
So with this spot with Alcantara going out the mound and his home starts, his over is 2-8 in his 10 starts. So in a 7.5, that was one thing that caught my eye out there right away, just because when you get a 7.5 between these two, put up 14 last night, but we thinking the bats are cooling off. You saw the Marlins completely cooled off, and now Atlanta. I don't want to say Alcantara probably pitches better at home. His ERA suggests so, but his win loss doesn't. I mean, that's just your bullpen right there. But 2-8,
Right.
2.58 ERA at home. Let's see if the Braves bats cool off a little bit.
Yes, sir. And
So we have Jacob Polanco 80 tapping in saying Phillies with the hammer. That was one of my rat trap lines today because you're legit gonna lay a minus like 120 at Arizona. They had the travel day yesterday, didn't play. Gibson on the mound going up against Caleb Smith here. That is just something I'm completely just staying away from because that line just seems way, way, way too short.
Rex said he's staying away. I'm going to go the Phillies on the run line with Gibson on the mound. They play well against bad teams. Gibson has pitched well against them. Gibson's fresh. Should have started the last game. They waited for the rain delay for no reason. I'm on the Phillies on the minus 1.5. I'm not staying away. I'm all in.
All right.
I'm rocking with the Phils at Arizona tonight at 9:41, minus 1.5, plus 120. They beat bad teams. That's just one thing we've seen with the Philadelphia Phillies. They perform very well against bad teams. So yeah, that's what I'm rolling with there. I don't think it. Like I said, I think that the hammering that you should hammer the Phillies. You know.
All right. I mean, maybe that's just the fan skepticalness in me. I just think that's just a price that just I just think the books are asking you to do it, but let's get it.
After this road trip, everybody and their mother will be saying that Bryce Harper is the league MVP.
Ooh, love that.
After this road trip.
Well, we
The other
also
game.
love Sosa.
What's up?
Underdog. We got
Of
underdog
the
money line for you tonight.
who are we rocking
I
with?
need you. I need you to tell me if we're rocking full game or first five. This is
What
what
team?
I'm looking at. I'm leaning first five, but the Cardinals at plus 141 at home. Wayno on the mound. I know he's going up against Burns. Burns has a solid record on the road. The overs are 6-2 in his starts there, but Wayno just at home. His last three starts, 1.96 ERA. And his home games for the 10 are going under, so that's where I don't have to worry on the Cards' bats to be heating up. But if you want to talk about a team that has just completely beat up on bad teams in their past three series, they hosted Kansas City, then they just came off of at Pittsburgh, at Kansas City. Once again,
Right?
lost one game in that streak. So they're on a 6-game win streak. I think they're like 8 out of their past 9. So that's where we go first five or full game money line here.
I think we have to go first five, and I think first five under is a good play as well. With both pitchers on the mound, I think the first five under is a good play too. For value, money line, yes, but and just like Taze just said, bunch of Cards hitters have good career numbers against Burns, and just like you said, Wainwright was just absolutely outstanding in his last start. Complete game, under 100 pitches. He was just amazing. So I definitely am I'm definitely riding with that.
Yeah, so the first half money line and the full game money line are both sitting at that plus 141 number in my book. You can get their first half run line, which at minus 110 at the plus half a run for the first five. We'll just stick with the first five money line here.
Yes, sir.
What you got for us?
Hold on. I have a couple more that I really love. I am going to go with the Houston Astros tonight on the run line. I really think I want to go first five run line because it has very little value on the run line at minus 115. I think I'm going to go with Houston's team total. We're going to go Astros team total over 5.5 at minus 102. And we're going to go with Whit Merrifield to get a stolen base again. It's true.
All right.
I have that at plus 250. I want to go with him to get 2 hits as well, but Valdez has been solid, so we're just going to go for him to get a stolen base. Plus 270 tonight, actually.
Yeah, I guess that Valdez really plays a factor into it. I mean, I saw a shit ton of people they were rocking with the Royals yesterday. So congrats to everyone who cashed on that. That was a nice little spot there. I just don't. The Houston, the way you're attacking it would have to be the same way I would as well.
And we're going to go no runs first inning in that game. Plus 105. Kansas City versus Houston, no runs first inning. Plus 105. We're going to go no runs first inning in that game.
Would you play the full game over?
I can see that, but Valdez has been very good, so we'd be dependent on Houston going crazy. Bunch of Card hitters. And then I just have one more play, and that's going to be the Los Angeles Dodgers team total and the Los Angeles Dodgers on the super run line. Yesterday was a setup. Flight didn't get in until 4 a.m. to LA yesterday. I should have been smarter in taking them to score a lot of runs. They still were able to win the game. But yeah, we're gonna beat the shit out of them tonight. Beat the shit out of Crow in LA. Los Angeles team total over 5.5. If you can get an alternate at 6.5 or 7.5, I can almost guarantee we score double-digit runs tonight. But it's going to be more than 6. It's going to be more than 7. So that's what I have for y'all today. And what do you want?
One other spot for us today.
What's that?
Going back to the same game that we lost on the A's money line last night. We're not going back to the A's tonight. We're going to rock the White Sox.
Ooh.
And no, there's no trying to get the money back here. Yes, we have Lopez on the mound who has only made 2 starts so far this season. Both teams are facing righties. I just think the White Sox, and we're going to listen to Cassius here, that they're back at it. Um, and I just think at home when they're facing righties, it's not the best numbers, but they're still 12 games above 500 in that perspective. And with this low total here, I think they'll just be able to hit Bassett all right.
I like to hear it. All right. I didn't have a play originally, but I will roll with you on that. Bassett has been absolutely like really good. But if you're looking for a regression spot, this would be it. Chicago's been great
One
at home
run
all
in his last 3 games.
Yeah.
But it's against the Angels, the Rangers, and the Cleveland.
Yep.
That's where you got to see it. I'm more concerned about Lopez just getting shelled real early like he did in his start against the Cubs. Because when that's happening against the Cubs, oh no, that was a long ass time ago. Sorry. He's only made the 2 starts. They show their last 3. That was all the way back in 2020.
Yeah.
Yeah, but those A's strikers, players, they struck out so much last night. There was 3, 6. I think there was 12 Ks last night by the A's.
It was bad, man. Shout out to Trey Turner though. Trey Turner took care of business. His hits and total bases got me through in a tournament last night. So shout out to him for real.
All right. The usual question until one of these teams wins. The O's, they got Means on the mound at Tampa. Cubs, Hendricks at Cincy. I saw somebody earlier in the chat, Taze put up Votto over 1.5 total bases and Votto to homer. It's a nice little player prop for you there. But do either of these teams win tonight?
Absolutely not. I don't believe it. I just can't. They're not getting my money. I'm not brave enough.
On the 13. You heard it here from Sosa.
I can't do it. I cannot bet on that. I can't bet on either of those teams. I would go the same number for the double. I would do the same thing again for the team total for Cincinnati. Just roll with them to beat the shit out of the Cubs. The Cubs are bad. Don't pick a team to win. Just pick Cincinnati to score at least 6 runs. That should be at like even money, I would think. Did you see how crazy that game got to it? That game got out of hand so quickly last night. It went from 2-0 to 6-0 to 10-0, and it was like, what the fuck? It was, yeah. I can see it happening again. The same type of deal. But the Cubs are, oh my God, bro, they're cancer right now. They're a poverty franchise right now.
Yeah, one of my other questions, or I guess the one play that got left off the board, unless you talk me into it. We don't back this team to win. We just back them to get the runs. Facing Fetty on the mound today. The Jays team total seemed like a spot. Just for some reason, I wasn't convinced enough. I think it was because it was over 5.5. If I could have gotten that 4.5 or 5 there, would have been liked it. But at 5.5 at -110.
You can get it on FanDuel at 5.5 or at 5. 5 at -125. 5 at -125 on FanDuel. I would take that. I like that.
Yeah, we'll have a third play in baseball tonight. If I didn't check FanDuel. I usually just check my bookie once, but should have been checking FanDuel for that one. I'll lock that one in real quick for you.
So,
I don't know, man. It's juicy, Chuck. That's the spots where I don't want to say you have to pick them. If you blindly do it, you're probably right, and you'll profit. It's just you're playing team totals because the run lines, sure, they'll probably keep cashing, but they'll be -130s almost every time when you're facing.
Yeah, it's just the juice. The juice.
Juice doesn't matter when you win, though.
This is true. This is very true.
Anything else in the baseball you want to talk? The baseball slate you want to talk about?
Not really, man. I'm gonna put out some prop bets later, and that's pretty much all I'm on. I'll tweet out some picks around 5:45 for the free for everyone. So if y'all want to check them out there, they'll be on the Twitter.
All right, I guess just play the team total here.
We never ever play the Blue Jays to win. We've done that like 5 times and lost every time. Not ever doing that shit again.
That's Sosa there for you on that one. Oh, I forgot the one game that I wanted to hit on that we didn't. The Padres Rockies.
Today they go over. It should have went over yesterday. They left the bases loaded 3 times in that game. That game will go over. It's just my God.
Marquez at home. I mean, the Padres, I know Andrews put it out there. You got Strom starting today that they're just not a team that should be priced like that anymore. And I guess the books are listening to them because you can get them at like minus 120. But I know the Rockies, they're 39-21 at home. The Rockies deserve that price, but it's still, especially with Strom on the mound, that was just like the one thing. Chuck, I never said you couldn't. You're the one who's locking in the bets. It's not like you have to get me to finger proof it for you. But yeah, it's just kind of where that price there today. That's where I think you'll see the suckers. But I don't know if the Rockies are, or the Padres are at this price. It's just Strom. You have no idea what he's going to do tonight.
I would blindly fade the fuck out of the Cubs, man. Too. Cubs are just they're a joke. But yeah, with this Padres game, sorry, I got off track. But bruh, just take the over, and don't take a half unit bet on the over, and just ride it out. Because that's what I see. First 5 over, game over. I know Marquez pitched, but it's still fucking it's still Coors Field. So you're gonna get your runs. So that's all. Yeah, that's all I would touch personally. In that.
Yeah, nice big slate. I don't want to say tread lightly, but have your fun with it. Pick your spots. If you're a crazy person that plays the board, you're crazy, but good luck.
Facts.
All right.
Good luck.
2 late night games for you tonight. Both start at 10:30. We got, I would say, a quality matchup in the Galaxy versus the Rapids. The Galaxy are treading water without Chicharito being in there from all the reports. I mean, trying to get health reports out of the MLS where they're just listing players as out and not even giving reasons why. It's frustrating, but the last thing I read was with a muscle injury, they didn't want to fly him back and forth. So today, I guess he could potentially make the 18, but it still seems like it's too early. I'm going to predict his next home game will be the first time that he finally ends up suiting up. Parlay both games over 2.5. So the overs, I think one's minus 130, one's minus 140. It's not an angle that I would talk you off it, just with the totals pre-match where we have the midweek matches and then you have games as long this weekend. You'll see a slight rotation tonight or Sunday. Teams will pick their spots. So when there's the midweek matches, that's when I always advise to check the lineups first. But if you parlay both of them, you're probably going to get like a plus 155 price. With the Earthquakes, their matches have just been hitting the 3 mark where none of them have been sailing over. Almeida's kind of gotten that defense back in track where, sure, they push up and get themselves completely out of position, but they've been limiting the damage and pulling out draws or wins in all their games. That's why you see them finally as a home favorite. We haven't seen that for a while with San Jose, and you have Minnesota going in there. As long as Reynoso and Load are playing tonight, I'll gladly take them on the pick at plus 110. Sure, the Earthquakes are finding some momentum, but the depth of this team will probably be put in question tonight. I trust Minnesota's a little bit more, so we'll be taking the pick at plus 110.
All right. Well, you heard it here.
Then, the Galaxy Rapids games, I'm just going to stay off and check for lineups on that one. The Rapids, we said this the last time. Andrew wrote in a play and cashed on it on our Saturday stream, as long as with their Sporting Kansas City play. The Rapids are one of the sneaky hot teams in the MLS. Midweek travel down to LA. It's a spot where LA is just sitting at plus 124. I'm not backing the Galaxy at that home of a price without Chicharito. But yeah, we'll have one play in the 10:30 game. So 4 plays given out by Rex today. So you gave out a lot more, but as usual, we ride what we give out together.
Absolutely. Bad boys for life. You already know, man. Today's going to be a lovely day. Let's enjoy some baseball.
Joel got a nice contract, so extremely happy about that.
got what he deserved. He qualified for a Supermax. He is a first-team All-NBA performer and deserves every dollar of it. I pray to God that he's able to stay healthy. The biggest knock on him his entire career is the fact that he's missed 38% of his games that he should have played as a professional basketball player. It's very difficult to wager your entire future on someone like that. But I don't believe that Ben Simmons is done in Philadelphia. And if he is, they better get the house for him, because you're basically saying the future of everything is on Joel, which we all kind of knew we were going to do, because we'll never let him get out of Philly. That'd be fucking dumb. But I'm happy for him. He deserves it. He's the king of the city. I'm a pretend like I didn't see that. Chuck,
I didn't put it up there for a reason.
Yeah, I'm pretend like I didn't see that. But like I said, man, all those emotionally invested I told you so's are in the bank accumulating interest. So hate on Ben Simmons all you guys want. Talk that talk, but please do not double back when he's whooping the league's ass next year. That's all I gotta say. He got a max deal. He got a max deal. His first chance they could give him to him. So y'all can say whatever you want about the cat. It's coming. Just stay tuned. Just stay tuned.
What else? I was trying to think. There is something in football that I swore we needed to talk about, but
Tim Tebow got cut.
Blank. Oh yeah. That was 100% it. I don't know how I could have blanked on that.
Oh man, Tim Tebow.
I think our laughing just says all it was. All you need to say.
Like he's so like revered and such a Jesus guy that like everything he fucking does matters. Like it's Tim Tebow, bro. Like yeah, I mean Urban Meyer put him in an unwinnable situation. Should have just brought him on as like an assistant coach or like a consultant or something. It would have just made it easier, because, you're a head coach. You can hire your friends. That's how it fucking works, right? Like Andy Reid hires his friends, and then they get head coaching jobs. So he should have just hired them. Oh, yeah, Jamal Adams got paid today. Enjoy poverty, Seattle. That's the fucking dumbest deal I've ever fucking seen. You just paid a guy 70 M's to rush the passer from the safety position. He can't cover anyone. He can't play in coverage at all. Every tight end in the division fucking salivates knowing that they got to see him twice a year. You ever seen George Kittle's fucking highlight reel just against him? Stop it. Cut it out.
Yeah, he got 38 of that 70s guaranteed as well. So that's the biggest hit as well to that, is you paying that out regardless.
He fucking stinks, bro. Like I'm a Niner fan, so you're not gonna get me to say a lot of good things about Jamal Adams, but I mean, seriously, Seattle's relying on a 5'11", 210 pounds.
What like I love Dawkins. I love Palomalu. Like, they're great safeties, but it's just a position that I want to say you can win without. Not though, they're not anywhere in the same spot.
Don't even put his name in that conversation with those guys.
I'm just saying, paying a safety that big of the money is something that just decimates a team. Is all I'm trying to say.
Ain't nothing wrong with paying one of them. Palomalu, no, Jamal Adams is not that good. It's simple as that. Like, Jamal Adams is not a Hall of Famer. He's not a Hall of Famer. You just named two guys that were first ballot Hall of Famers.
I wasn't trying to compare them skill wise. I'm just saying, from players that got paid like comparable rates when they were playing. It's like, that's what I was trying to say, is you decimate a team when you pay someone that much. The Steelers were able to make it through and get to the Super Bowl just because they drafted well and they had all those other pieces. It's just paying a safety that much that doesn't have, I don't want to say that much of an impact on the game. It's just a big hit. But
he doesn't. He doesn't have an impact on the game. He's always hurt. The fucking defense was the worst defense in the history of the NFL for the first 10 weeks. Not last season, ever. Ever. They have the worst defense ever in the history of football the first 10 weeks of the NFL season last year. And you just paid a guy who can't cover anybody 70 M's before your left tackle? Poverty. 7 and 10 loading. The fucking Seahawks are stupid. They're fucking dumb. And I love to see it. I love to see it. But oh my God, bro, like, come on. I think he's trash. We can revisit this too. Jamal Adams is trash. You know who else is trash? Josh Allen is trash. We're gonna talk about that later, though. Talk about that later.
Yes, sir. So make sure to scroll back. Always got to get the quick banter in because I know you guys always want to hear us shit talk each other there. But MLB was the beginning half, one MLS play right there in the middle. As usual, Daily Bread will be back live tomorrow. We will be live tonight for Sunday morning quarterback. Sorry, a big red flash showed up. It caught my eye. But make sure to be following the handle under Sosa's head to be catching what we're going to be talking about in football. Do you want to let the audience know what any topics we'll be hitting on tonight, or make them tune in to see?
Yes, sir. Y'all need to tune in tonight and see. That's what y'all need to do. Who are the two? Jamal Adams, and who's the other guy?
Josh Allen.
Josh Allen. Yeah, they both booty butt cheeks. And also, I saw Charles say something about Tyrann Mathieu. Bro, listen. Tyrann Mathieu is a first ballot Hall of Famer. Jamal Adams has made the Pro Bowl a couple of times. It's levels. Like Tyrann Mathieu deserves the bag. Like he's the playmaker. Period. That's what he is. You know, he's always around the football. He makes shit happen. And y'all know how to use him correctly. Jamal Adams just rushes the passer, and their secondary gets flambéed every game. All right, that's enough. Join us tonight, Sunday morning quarterbacks. We're talking football, NFL season. Let's get it.
Yes, sir. Until tomorrow, we'll catch you later.